Welcome to this very special G.I. Joe toy review, where we are celebrating 7 years on YouTube of the Cobra Island channel. And today we are looking at two versions of Serpentor and the Air Chariot. But before we get to looking at the figures in the vehicle, we're going to do his file cards, which Serpentor has both of them. You could tell the one with the cape came with the single carded figure, where it was in the single card, and the one without the cape came with the vehicle and has a black backing. But they both say the same, so we're going to just read one of them. So I'm going to use the one that came with the Air Chariot and Serpentor, the capeless Serpentor, which says Cobra Emperor, codenamed Serpentor, which is also his real name. And it says, a secret cabal of Cobra scientists under the directions of the Interrogator, a.k.a. Dr. Mindbender, and Destro, combined or combed the tombs, sarcophagi, and relics of the great despots of history to find cells with DNA traces. From these long-dead genetic blueprints, they produced a complete clone with the military genius of Napoleon, the ruthlessness of Julius Caesar, the daring of Hannibal, and the facial acumen of Attila the Hun. The ultimate Cobra Emperor. A master of political intrigue and brilliant tactician, he is capable of wresting power from Cobra Commander. Fortunately for the G.I. Joe team, the Cobra Emperor's own ambitions were not taken into consideration by his creators. And the quote at the bottom reads as follows: "He has seen the legions of Rome trample the Gauls and Nerval into the dust. His hand lifted the horsehair baton that signaled the first charge of the Carinthian armored elephant phalanx. His ears have heard the rattle of French crusaders on the streets of Moscow, but it is his mind we fear the most. The thoughts of the Cobra Emperor have not drifted from global conquest since the reign of King Solomon." And of course, both cards say the same. So, I mean, of course, you have the picture of Serpentor on both with the Cobra logo. So let's take a look at Serpentor. We're going to do the one that came with the Air Chariot first. Of course, the only accessory he come with is his helmet, the gold snake style helmet, and his figure stand, upraised Cobra logo, codenamed Serpentor on the front. Of course, he's got the cobras right there around his neck, bald head. So this is where they got the idea of the bald Cobra troopers and officers there. Mr. Kellogg, Byron Kellogg, who hosts Joe Motion Videos 82, who's a good friend of this channel, so please check his channel out. And of course, he's got his gold snakeskin uniform with the green on it, the green skirt, Roman style skirt, and of course his arm does reach to about that high. But I do like the skin of the feel of the vintage figure from back in the 80s. It came out in 86. But this is still cool. And of course, his head can rotate the full 360 all the way around. He does have the ab crunch feature. And as I showed you, his arm can go all the way up, go all the way around. He can bend at the elbow and rotate all the way around. And his legs can stretch about, really just about go out about so far due to the skirt. His leg can lift all the way up. He's got a double knee bend. His ankle can pivot. And he can twist his foot all the way around. And that's it. And of course, the single carder Serpentor, the biggest difference is this one comes with the cape. So you can actually relive the ending scene of G.I. Joe the movie. But he also comes with he also comes with the same helmet. And he also has two weapons. This double-bladed thingamabob or whatever this is. And his Roman-style sword, which is pretty cool. But everything else is the same. He also comes with the figure stand, codename Serpentor, a Race Cobra logo on the top. So let's take a look at the Air Chariot. But before we look at the Air Chariot, we're going to look at the file card for the Air Chariot. Because all 25th anniversary figures, when they first started redoing these in 2007, vehicles came with file cards. As you see the picture for the Air Chariot with a different picture of Serpentor, this one with the cow in the back of the helmet with the Cobra logo on there. Serpentor's Air Chariot. Designation, hover vehicle. Weapons, attack guns. This single operator vehicle was created by Dr. Mindbender for the Cobra Emperor Serpentor. It is armed with twin strike attack guns and has a cobra-headed design that includes armor-piercing fangs, small and lightweight, it hovers above the ground and is easy to maneuver, making it a difficult vehicle to target. It's the ideal vehicle for a military commander like Serpentor, who leads troops personally into battle. It gives him visibility, maneuverability, and presence when attacking the overwhelming the G.I. Joe team. So here's the thing. It also has good where it can actually go side to side with the handles to make the Cobra head go side to side. Unlike the vintage version, the jaw on this does open and it does close. There's the twin guns, the intake, the fins in the back to stabilize it, the feet tall type thing to help it hover. There's some controls right there on the back side of this, on the front, which is pretty cool. And then of course you got the little dorsal thing right there to help it to spin the inside of it, which does work. Two King Cobra logos with the crown on. So let's take a look at Serpentor on it. And of course, he's got a foot peg right here where you can stand on it. And whatnot, and just put his helmet on. So that way, we don't get the glare of his bald head for Mr. Byron. So of course, Serpentor could hover around, destroy the clone. So let's take a look at both Serpentors all set up. So I'll put that Serpentor on his figure stand. So let me get the other one ready, and we'll look at both Serpentors and the Air Chariot. So, of course, there's both Serpentors all in their battle gear and the Air Chariot. This is a good set. I wish the Serpentor could have looked with the cow in the back, like the vintage figure, and had the same kind of plastic molding with the type of gear or outfit he wore in the cartoon and in the original toy. That would have made this even more cooler. But it's good to have Serpentor in there. If you want that one without the Air Chariot, because you get a sword and a whatever that thing he is in his other hand, get the single cutter figure. But if you want the Air Chariot, you got to get the Air Chariot with Serpentor. Minus the cape and the weapons, it still works. But this has been Serpentor. Thank you all for a great 7 years. Hope we see another 7 more. Thank y'all for y'all's support and y'all's time. And thank you for checking out these videos. See you in the next one.